Live from New York City, it's the Wendy Williams Show. Today, Wendy's bringing you all of today's juiciest hot topics. And he's always down for a good time. Kevin Nealon is here, talking about his new series with some of the biggest names in comedy. Plus, here comes the sun. Heat up your wardrobe with spring's best fashion trends. Now, here's Wendy.
Thank you. Well. Thank you for watching. Say hello to my co-host, my studio audience. By the way, I love that. Love that. Yes. I am so full of rage. Let's just get started. It's time for Hot Topics. Except for you in the yellow dress. I just want you to model it for the world. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. You're like a modern day Maud. Take that in the best way. So, first of all, I've been fighting all morning with the glam squad. Because, you know, we're all in the room and, you know, wig is getting the wig together and, you know, the news is on and wardrobe is steaming this and makeup is doing me. And, you know, when you fight, but he never says don't talk. I'm like the worst with the makeup. I'm turning my head, he's following me with the pencil, I'm talking. You know what we're fighting about? Because apparently me and Wig are the only ones who think that Marvin Gaye's family should get that $7.something million. I don't know what ear you're hearing from. Squint with your ear. It is so clear that Pharrell and Robin Thicke were dead wrong. And when I first heard Blurred Lines, I thought literally that they legitimately, you know, purchased the hook, laid down modern words, and we had a jam that the whole world could get down to. But it turns out, and I'm not surprised at Robin, because Robin, he doesn't come off to me the same way that Pharrell does. Like, I've only met Pharrell a couple of times, but, you know, he just seems like the kind of guy who doesn't abuse drugs or alcohol. He seems like the type who is probably lovely to have as a son. He seems like the friend that you go to when the world is caving in and you need to talk to somebody sane. Even though he dresses insane and he comes off, I mean, you know, I'm not talking about the way he dresses. I'm talking about what's going on in his head. I mean, you know, he told Oprah, you know, I see colors when I squint and, you know, all kind of, you know, ethereal stuff. I mean, he's like that kind of guy. So, Pharrell, I am very disappointed. That was less than smart. So you all thought you were just gonna get away with the caper of stealing Got to Give It Up and nobody was gonna find out? Well, the single went on and made like $16 million. And so I think that it is more than fair that the gay kids get, the gay kids. I think it's more than fair that the gay kids get the $7.3 million. As a matter of fact, why didn't the judge just break off the whole $16 million? You know, on account of being less than smart and thinking you can get away with this caper. Now, there are a lot of staffers here at Wendy who did not grow up with that song as the original song, but I did, and I find that it's a generational thing. For people who grew up with that song, Got to Give It Up, that's the first thing you hear when you hear Blurred Lines. Right, lady in the front row next to the lady in the nice yellow dress?
I'm kidding myself. That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
You know it. So it's only fair. Now, there are 3 gay kids. There's 3 gay kids. They're all in their 40s. Hopefully, this newfound money won't divide the family. However, you know what money does to families. So I guess the next Hot Topic story, about 2 months from now, will be that they're all fighting about the money. But anyway, so congratulations to the gay kids. Yeah. and here's the thing. Yes, this does set a new precedence that's not really new when it comes to music. Like, you don't just steal, you know, music and not pay for it and think you're gonna get away with it. And I know what you're saying. Well, Wendy, The View has Hot Topics and all of a sudden you have Hot Topics. Well, in my mind, you know, because once we got the show, I knew that I wanted to do, anybody who knows me from radio, you know I've been yipping and yapping about people since forever. But I never called it anything. you know, but you have to label stuff on TV. Everything has to have a label. So I'm sitting and I'm watching TV. I'm like, what am I gonna call, you know, when I come out and talk about people? And, you know, I'm looking and I see The View and I'm just like, they just saved me a bunch of time. I don't even feel like I'm just gonna call it Hot Topics. But in my mind, the statute of limitations is over and Barbara's gone, so I got away with a caper. And by the way, my "how you doing" is not the same as Joey Tribbiani's "how you doing." So let's not even talk about it. By the way, you know, we just got back from a week vacation, and we've been back now. Today is Wednesday, so you know, 3 days. Do you know that I forgot all about Iggy Azalea? I always talk to you about this. No, you know how top of mind, you know, think about it, but then your life gets busy and then celebrities get in trouble and then, you know, your kids have a runny nose or whatever's going on in your life and you forget about people very quickly. I know that you do, and I'm the Hot Topics lady. I do it all the time. I forgot about Iggy Azalea, and it's not good. Especially because she has an upcoming tour, and now that she's off social media and her team has taken over her social media, I guess maybe her super fans probably aren't as communicative as she would like them to be, because super fans of, you know, these kids, they don't want somebody operating a pop star's website. They want to hear from the star themselves. So anyway, so she's got this tour. And the tour apparently has been delayed before it even gets going. And it's just it's a few weeks away. The tour starts in a few weeks, and Iggy's blaming her team, creativity and the production delays, or her team's fault allegedly. And there's also rumor that there's drama behind the scenes. Now, here's my thing. First of all, the gag is, it's not a tour, you know, in a little, you know, give me a little place in New York.
Topeka.
No, I said, like a concert place. Like it's, like what?
The Beacon Theater?
The Beacon Theater. If you know New York, you know, Iggy Azalea, right, she's talented, but she is not somebody's arena performer, and she's performing in arenas. And she's the headliner. Exactly. And you know who she's on tour with? That cute girl, she came to our show, and she sings that song in the middle of it. They go, bang, bang, all that I want you. What's her name again? Tinashe. No, Tinashe. And also she's on tour with Nick Jonas. He's gonna be on the tour too. So yeah, no, that's a woo, but he's not arena worthy either. I mean, this entire tour is the level of the Beacon Theater. In other words, a small. I mean, I just feel as though Nikki has, what's her, Iggy. I feel as though Iggy has bit off more than she can chew. You know, when you go to an arena, that's thousands of people. And you know I like Nick Jonas, he's easy on the eyes, but he is not ready. Anyway, so he and Tinashe have pulled out. And the reason that they've pulled out is because they already blocked off their schedules to be on tour with Iggy Azalea. And now Iggy's, you know, postponed the tour, you know, until she can get it together. So these two have pulled out. So now who's she going to get to go on tour at an arena with her? I don't even know why she's canceling. There's no excuse for anybody to cancel a tour. What you do is you block off, you know, the time at the arena. Your fans buy the tickets. Then the fans get pissed because you spent this money to buy the tickets and you're not showing up and money is tight. And unless there's a reason that you can't get out of bed, you broke a foot, you know, or something. The show must go on. And the idea that the creative team and drama and she's not ready, you know when you're gonna tour, at least. Well, I've never toured before. Although we did do a 17-city tour here on The Wendy Show. Remember? That was so much fun. We rode in a big pink bus, and it had a sleeper car, and I took the Kevins, and I gained like 15 pounds on the road, because you know what you do? You eat regionally. Like when I go down south, the first place I stop, Bojangles. And the Waffle House, right? When I go to Chicago, I need some deep dish pizza with full fat everything. Anyway, back to them. Look, this is the stupidest thing ever. She canceled the tour because she's not ready. It's even stupider that now that you wanted to play arenas. And now the worst part is you have to find 2 other people to tour with you. I have to say, you have to be back on social media also, Iggy Azalea. Yeah. Anyway, enough. Does anybody here remember why today specifically it was so special? I told you about it on Monday. Dr. Phil! Phil, you're good! Remember I asked you to watch with a snack. Me, myself, I got some Cars water crackers, and I love the Vita herring. In the sour cream, with the onions, I will sit and watch Dr. Phil today. He comes on at 3 in New York and eat the whole jar. And I'll wash it down with a blood orange San Pellegrino. Delicious. Okay, you guys, today is the day that Bobby Christina's boyfriend, Nick Gordon, sits down with Dr. Phil. And I gotta tell you something. I have a clip, and as you watch this clip, just watch everything. In the room, at a hotel, it's Dr. Phil interviewing Nick. The interview turned into an intervention when Nick's mom, who sent him off to live with Whitney, so I don't know what kind of mom that is. Anyway, the mom shows up and sits on the couch with Nick and all of a sudden tries to act motherly. And Nick is trying to show emotion, except his emotion is worse than a bad Lifetime movie. And with that said, just watch this and critique yourself, and then we'll talk. Go ahead.
Mom, I lost the most legendary singer ever, and I'm scared to lose Chrissy.
Pray for Chrissy, right? You hyperventilating, just breathe.
You can't help Bobby Christina the way you are. You can't help Chrissy like this.
Right.
This is not helping.
You're right. You
gotta get yourself cleaned up. You gotta man up. You gotta straighten up.
I've been so strong for so many people for so long. So please don't tell me to man up.
Yes, I am gonna tell you that.
No, you're not.
I just did.
Is he serious? And you know what? Did you see how dirty his nails were and how long they were? And all those cuts on his hand and stuff? Okay, so Dr. Phil paid for him to go to rehab. So right after, remember, I was telling you that we got from the Dr. Phil set that he was so unsteady on his feet that they had to push him around on a luggage cart. And according to Dr. Phil, Nick was on a little something, right? Alcohol and Xanax. Allegedly. Now, can you cry when you're on Xanax? Who knows about Xanax and alcohol together? Oh. I'm not gonna out you. I'm not gonna out you. But I knew that there'd be, the camera just outed you. God. And then the mother showed up. And remember, this is the same mother who, I don't know what she was doing in her life at the time that you send, your son off to live with a pop star and a dysfunctional situation. But I want the mother to do the next interview on Dr. Phil, because I need questions answered by her. Anyway, good one, Dr. Phil. We'll all be watching with a snack today. Celebrity romance news. It's time for hookups and breakups. Hit it. Let them carry on. I'll just talk to you. Look. So Ryan Seacrest is off the market. She's a model. This is not the best picture of her. Relax, because I said the same thing. Oh. Her name is Renee Hall. She lives in Nashville. And we can show you, now there, yep, that's, yes. Show the other one. Yep, there she is. So, Ryan is 40 years old, Renee is 26, and she's got an 8-year-old son. Now, to me, that means that she's probably not the keeper. This is not the one she's gonna, you know what I say, once we have children, we're soiled. Yes, we are. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's a lot for us to have to deal with baby's mother's drama and baby's father's drama. And my thought, I'm soiled. If you have kids, you're soiled. Doesn't make us bad people. Doesn't make us bad people. It just means we're fertile, that's all. No, but I'm just thinking Ryan Seacrest just turned 40. He's worth $145,000 million. He loves his mother. He's a country boy from down south. He's moguling the world. Why would a 40-year-old eligible bachelor want to settle down, with a soiled woman and have to deal with some baby daddy drama? You never know what you're getting when you get with somebody with a baby's mother or baby's father. And goodness only knows, nobody wants to hear in the middle of the night. You know, a crazy baby's father out there. I just feel like this is a little something, something for him to do, you know? But, you know, he's worked so hard, he deserves not to have the drama of baby's father or the monotony of, oh, she can't go on a date because she's got parent-teacher night. You know how it is being... But you know how it is when we're parents, we have so many obligations. It's like easier for us to communicate with other parents that we date than to, you understand? Am I putting my, do you understand? Okay. I'm trying to keep it real. Yeah, it's just like we parents, we have a different way of dealing with each other. And for you people with no kids, you don't get with a soiled person. It's a lot. Anyway, and now it's time for breakups. Karina, what is wrong with you? I'm talking about Karina Smirnoff from Dancing with the Stars. Well, formerly of Dancing with the Stars. She quit. I think I read on Radar Online or something. She quit. This is her third engagement called off. Now look, it is better to call off an engagement than to walk down the aisle with the wrong person. I will give you that. But, I will even give it to you where you have got one called off or two called off engagements in your past. But once you get to the third called off engagement, I'm not even looking at the men, I'm looking at you. So, his name is Jason, and he's some sort of actor. Remember, she was engaged to some baseball player in the major leagues at one point, and then she was engaged to Maxim, and that's when they came here as an engaged couple. But remember, this was seasons ago. Remember, but she lost her she left her giant engagement ring in the hotel, which is a sign right there. Since when does a woman get a diamond ring with a promise and leave it someplace? You know, not in the early stages. I mean, I know women who've lost their wedding sets and whatnot, but not in the early stages. You sleep with it on. You look at it in the shower like this, like, I'm getting married, I'm getting married. But I can say something, if I can be brutally honest, and she was never mean to me, but she had you know, I used to be on Dancing with the Stars. And I will say that she had this way of really not connecting with other women unless they were working on her hair, working on it. Like, she's one of those twirl girls. Twirl in the room and be pissed at everybody else who's getting attention and not her. And somebody originally said, is that Juliana Rancic or Karina? She looks a little bit like her. I can tell you one thing, though. They said that there were differences in family values. Now, they've been dating on and off for about a year. It seems to me family values are one of the things that you kind of get out without acting like you want to marry a guy. Within the first 3 dates, like, there's certain really important things. You know, if I'm Jewish and you're Catholic, you know, how do you want to raise kids? If you ever had kids, if we ever had kids, you know, like, you can't do it like an interview, but there are really important things that you need to get out immediately. Otherwise, you are being less than smart by getting engaged to somebody. Like, how are you going to break? Anyway, Karina, good luck with your 4th broken engagement. And if I had a child who punched me in the face with a closed fist, you're doggone right, I'm going to pick up something metal and crunch him in the face with it. Angie Stone, the singer. Well, no, she was arrested, but I am so team Angie. Okay, Angie was arrested. Her teeth are so big, they're like her co-star, right? That's in a good way, Angie. Anyway, Angie Stone was arrested for beating up her 30-year-old daughter. Now, when I first heard the headlines, I heard it on the TV, because I always listen to the news for about a half hour while laying on my stomach before I actually get up and greet you. And so I heard it on the TV, and the first thing that went through my mind is, okay, well, what'd the daughter do? Right. You know what I mean? That's me. Well, here's what allegedly happened. Angie's 53 in this corner, and the daughter is 30 again. The daughter's name is Diamond, as in Diamond Stone. right? It's cute, but really hood, Diamond Stone. It's cute, though. All right. Diamond apparently was in her bedroom, because at 30 years old with kids, she still is living at her mom's house. She's in her room. Allegedly, Angie goes to the room, pissed like moms. We walk around pissed all the time. And the first thing we do when we get to the threshold of the room is say, clean this room. We don't know any kids who leave clean rooms, but this is a grown woman with kids herself. So Angie wanted Diamond to clean her room and also get a hold of her own messy kids. The kids apparently were running around the house doing, I guess, what grandkids do. Angie claims that Diamond then punched her in the face. Not a slap, not that a slap would be better, but a punch, and on your mom? Like, who hits their mom? Somebody in our Hot Topics meeting said, or their dad. I said, whoa, whoa, whoa. No, because fathers and sons fight all the time. It's kind of like a rite of passage. They fight. You just hope that they don't break your china as they do. You know, do that out in the garage or something. Don't fight up in here. Anyway, so Angie allegedly, after she got punched in the face by her daughter, grabbed a metal object to defend herself. This metal object right here. Now, I don't know exactly what that is, but I can tell you what it looks like to me. It looks like the thing that you hang your bananas on when you see the hook right here. You know what I'm saying? Like if you eat enough bananas at your house, we eat a lot of bananas. You hang the bananas on that thing. Anyway, picked that up, hit Diamond Stone, and knocked her front teeth out. That's right, sass back at me, will you? Now, here's my conclusion. All right, first of all, both girls, Angie then tried to flee, but Diamond chased after her. And then apparently the cops showed up, and they were both taken down to the station house, and then Diamond Stone was released. They held Angie a little bit longer. Diamond, here's my question to you. And I don't know whether you're permanently living at your mom's house or what, but all I'm saying is if you're old enough to spread your legs and have a baby, then you need to be, at 30, old enough not to be living in your mom's house. And the other thing, Diamond Stone, you've got a lot of nerve if all these allegations are true, that your kids are running around a mess, you stay in a dirty room, but your face is beat and your hair is laid. Priorities all screwed up.